I'm John Rees, CEO of OBN. Welcome to Biotrinity 2009, our largest ever biopartnering meeting.
This is the second time I've been to Biotrinity, and what I've really noticed this year is the increase in the number of delegates and interesting companies who are presenting here today, and also the number of VC investors who are here as well, which has really impressed me.
It's clear that the listed companies are succeeding.
We've been here for the last 2 years with myself, and prior to that, RSSL was here as well. So we've done about 4 years at Biotrinity. The first time was a tentative one to see what's happening, and we found every year to be very useful. So we've kept on coming here, and we will come next year as well.
Partnering meetings are a very important component, and I guess they're not deadly formal, but they are formal in the sense that they're scheduled and so on. But there's also an awful lot of informal networking opportunities. I've met at least as many people around the room today that I've met at previous places that I hadn't scheduled or planned to meet, as well as the planned meetings. And similarly, the dinner this evening is another opportunity to meet new people and catch up with existing contacts. The value of something like this is you have such a concentration of people in a small space in a defined period of time, and it's much more efficient than trying to contact them remotely and individually.
The bigger companies are now consolidating very often. They're looking for more research access and reach, and they have to do that through smaller companies. So their networking needs increase dramatically as there are fewer and fewer big companies. There are many smaller companies, and I think they need outlets to be able to partner with those with funding, internal funding. And so the Biotrinity meetings for me are very important. It's a chance for big and small to come together. And at the end of the day, we're all interested in the same thing, which is better patient treatments and faster access to markets for pharmaceuticals. So the network allows you to pick and choose between the various partners that can help depending on the situation.
This is quite a special event for us because you're bringing together a lot of the decision makers in the emerging pharma industry within the UK into one place. An ideal outcome for us would be to get a cluster of 3 or 4 different companies who are interested in the use of fluorine in their molecules, who are accessing our services, our discovery portfolio that we've got, and also some of the chemical transformation, lead optimization technology, to develop a close relationship and help build their pipeline, get more fluorinated molecules into the market. And that would be a perfect outcome for us. And I think, well, already from the contacts that I've made, we're kind of well along that line, I think.
Yeah.
So it's pretty encouraging.
We've been involved with Biotrinity for a number of years now. We think it's a great event to be involved with. It enables us to support our existing customer base, and enables us to introduce ourselves to potential new customers as well. It's exactly the right target environment for us.
The Trinity in Biotrinity refers to the pharma, investors and R&D companies that have come together over the 2 days of Biotrinity to have over 750 biopartnering meetings, 530 delegates. That's a rise of over 50% in partnering activity in just 1 year.
Biotrinity, OBN have been holding for a number of years now as their sort of showpiece event of the year. But Fisher Scientific have sponsored OBN for about 5 or 6 years now, since they were a tiny startup company. and we've been a sponsor for them partly because of the networking part of what they do, and we've seen them grow over the years, and we've recently started a purchasing scheme, which means that member companies can take advantage of coming together, which is partly what OBN's all about, is getting people to come together. And the purchasing scheme is for them to be treated as a larger entity so they can all save money as part of one big group. We like the atmosphere here, and we like the mix of people that you get as well.
Biotrinity and in particular OBN have a number of services and options for us to consider. The purchasing scheme is outstanding, and I would strongly recommend anybody to sign up for that. The savings available are unique. It's a brilliantly planned program. I think anybody that uses it will see savings from day one. I think also the networking and partnering is very important, but I think going forward the most important thing about Biotrinity, and in particular the senior leadership of this group, we need to make more with government about what we stand for. Currently the ABPI and the BIA are doing a sensible job, but they're not changing it for the smaller companies. And so I think with Biotrinity and with OBN in particular, the leadership of these groups need to start making better representation to government. So the small people are just not put aside. They need funding, they need advice, and they need government intervention. And I think there are a number of people that are hoping that will happen, but without concerted effort it won't happen very quickly.
Very brief summary of who we are and what we do. We have the flashback system, which as far as we know is the fastest and easiest way to generate recombinant baculoviruses for high quality protein expression. Thanks very much.
Biotrinity has been excellent. We've really found it useful. We've met some really good partners.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, very positive about the people we've met and the quality of the meetings as well. I mean, definitely the visit's been most worthwhile.
We've had, I think we had 14 partnering meetings, which was probably more. Last year we only had about 5. So compared to last year, Biotrinity's been a lot better. And the quality of the people we've seen have been fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely. All seem to be very genuinely interested, all very positive and potentially useful propositions. So I mean, it's been a mutual benefit, I would say, for all participants concerned.
There's been a really good mix of delegates this year. We've really hit upon a chord. Companies like Roche, Merck, GSK, AstraZeneca, they're all here. In fact, 65% of the top 20 pharma companies are here, as well as nearly 40 investment firms, Abingworth, Atlas, Forbion, Novo AS, and seed capital firms such as Oxford Capital Partners, Oxford Technology Management. So there's really something here for everyone at all stages of the development process, from medtech to biotech. We're always moving forward. One of the changes we intend to make in 2010 is to attract even more investors, making this by far and away the best biotech and investment conference in Europe.